Welcome to this free CCNA Packet Tracer Practice Lab. You can download the lab file from the link in the description. This lab will largely be a review of VLANs, but with a couple commands we didn't cover before, which you should be familiar with for the test. As always, try to complete the lab on your own first, then continue watching this video if you have trouble, or watch it after to check your solution. Note that, just for the purpose of this video, I have pre-configured switch 2 to save time. This is not the case in the lab file you can download below. Although in this lab the configurations for each switch happen to be the same, it's good to practice them twice. Step 1 is to set the host names of the switches. For most of these labs I've been pre-configuring the host names, but let's quickly review the command. I'll hop on switch 1, enable conft hostname switch 1. Again, for this video I already configured switch 2. Step 1 is now complete. Step 2 is to create two VLANs on the switches and configure their names. You may remember from previous labs that when you assign a switch interface to a VLAN that doesn't exist, the switch automatically creates the VLAN for you. However, you can also manually create VLANs, and there are situations where you'll have to do that. The command you use to create a VLAN is also used to enter VLAN configuration mode, which is required to configure the name of a VLAN. First, let's use the do show VLAN command. Remember, the do is used to allow us to perform commands in global configuration, interface configuration, or other modes, which we would normally have to be in privileged exec mode to use. If you're in privileged exec mode, don't include the do. As you can see, this gives us a lot of information about the VLANs. However, for our purposes now, let's instead use the do show VLAN brief command. This gives a nice summary of which VLANs we have and which interfaces of the switch are assigned to which VLAN. Note which VLANs are present by default. VLAN 1, to which all ports or interfaces are assigned by default. Also, VLANs 1002 through 1005, which are used for FDDI and token ring, two things you definitely don't need to worry about for your CCNA. Now, the command to create VLAN 13 is VLAN 13. As you can see, this puts us into VLAN configuration mode. Also, I'll use the show VLAN brief command, and you can see that the VLAN has been created. Also note that the default VLAN name is VLAN, followed by the 4-digit VLAN number, in this case 0013. Now let's change the name to management with the command name management. Okay, now let's use the same commands for VLAN 24. VLAN 24, name engineering, end. Now let's show VLAN brief again and check. We have successfully created VLAN 13 and VLAN 24 with the names management and engineering. When you're doing the lab, perform the same configurations on switch 2, and that's step 2. Step 3 is to place PC1 and PC3 into VLAN 13 and PC2 and PC4 into VLAN 24. Since we're just doing switch 1 for this video, I'll put PC1 into VLAN 13 and PC2 into VLAN 24. First, PC1, which is connected to Fast Ethernet 02. Interface F02. Switch port access VLAN 13. In the previous labs, I also used the command switch port mode access, but you may remember that I said this isn't necessary because the interfaces are in access mode by default. Just to prove this, I won't use the command for this video. Next, for PC2, interface F03, switch port access VLAN 24. Do show VLAN brief. As you can see, Fast Ethernet 02, which PC1 is connected to, is in VLAN 13, and Fast Ethernet 03, which PC2 is connected to, is in VLAN 24. That's all for step 3. Step 4 is to configure a trunk link between switch 1 and switch 2. They are connected by their fast Ethernet 01 interfaces. So, interface F01, switch port mode trunk. That's it. Let's confirm. And you can use this command, show interfaces trunk, to check which interfaces are in trunking mode. You can see F01 is now trunking. The encapsulation is 802.1q, which is the only option on this switch, and the native VLAN is 1, which is the default. You can also see that all VLANs are allowed on the trunk, which is default as well. However, VLANs 1, 13, and 24 are the only ones that are allowed and active in management domain. VLAN 1 because it is the native VLAN, and the default VLAN to which all interfaces are assigned. The two VLANs we created, VLANs 13 and 24, also appear. Let me do the command again to refresh. Show interfaces trunk. As you can see, VLANs 1, 13, and 24 also appear under VLANs in spanning tree forwarding state and not pruned. Spanning tree and pruning are topics for another time. Step 5 is to save the configuration. I haven't included this as a step in every lab, but don't forget about it. This time let's use the write command. There we go. Finally, let's ping between PCs to check connectivity. Because I already set up switch 2, PC1 should be able to ping PC3, and PC2 should be able to ping PC4. So let's go on PC1. Ping 192.168.0.3. Okay, it works, and now on PC2, ping 192.168.0.4. It works as well. That's all for this lab. Thank you for watching. I hope this lab and video have been helpful for you. Please subscribe for future labs like this, which will be released weekly. If you have requests for any specific labs, let me know in the comment section. If you want to support my channel, I accept Bitcoin and Ethereum donations via the addresses in the description. I am also a Brave verified publisher and accept BAT, or Basic Attention Token, donations in the Brave browser.